Welcome to This Explainer. We're going to dive right into things today because we are looking at a story that is incredibly short, but man, it packs an absolute punch. It's called The Inheritance of the Wooden Bowl. Now, this isn't just some simple little fable you read and forget about. It's actually a really powerful mirror reflecting a profound truth about human behavior, empathy, and the silent, unintentional lessons we pass on to the people who watch us the closest. So I want to start by asking you this. What legacy are your daily actions leaving behind? We so often think of a legacy as wealth or real estate, or these grand sweeping achievements that end up written in history books. But actually, our most enduring and sometimes our most terrifying legacy is built in the quiet, completely mundane moments of our everyday routines. It's all about the unintentional lessons we teach the next generation simply by living, breathing, and reacting right in front of them. Section 1. The Fading Grandfather. Okay, let's picture this. Years ago, we had this happy family of 4. There's an elderly grandfather, his son, his daughter-in-law, and a young grandson. And they always dined together. The dinner table was this perfect picture of a unified, loving family. But fast forward a few months, and we see the grandfather's health really start to deteriorate. His vision begins to fade, his hands start to tremble. Fast forward a few more weeks, and this physical decline leads to a very practical problem for the family. He starts spilling his food and dropping his glass at the dinner table. And finally, that brings us to the present day, where this once revered father and grandfather is effectively banished to the corner of the room. Section 2. The Wooden Bowl. Well, as the grandfather's condition worsened, the messes just became too much of an inconvenience. Any initial compassion the parents might have had was entirely replaced by frustration. Unable to bear it anymore, the daughter-in-law suggests the grandfather should eat separately. And the son, his own flesh and blood, mind you, agrees to this drastic change. So they physically isolate him at a tiny little table in the corner. And here is the most stinging, totally utilitarian detail of all. They provide him with a wooden bowl, purely so it wouldn't shatter when his shaky hands inevitably dropped it. It's this incredibly calculated, cold, and strictly practical solution to a deeply human problem. Section 3. The Pain of Isolation. So imagine being in that room. Just feet away from each other, this stark contrast emerges. The young family just continues on as normal. They're laughing, enjoying their meals, basking in togetherness, totally unfazed by the new seating arrangement. But over in the corner, the grandfather sits alone. He's eating his meals while remembering the days when he was actually welcome at that main table, deeply feeling the pain of being separated from the ones he loves. The physical distance in the room is barely a few yards, but the emotional chasm between them, it is massive and completely heartbreaking. Section 4. The Grandson's Observation. Time goes on, as it does, and eventually the old man passes away. After the funeral, as the family was cleaning out the house, the little boy starts searching for the wooden bowl. Now, pause for a second. Why is he doing this? Amidst all the packing up and throwing things away, this young boy is actively, purposefully, hunting for the very object of his grandfather's ultimate humiliation. Section 5. The Bitter Epiphany. The father notices this and asks a completely normal, simple question. Why are you looking for the bowl? He has absolutely no idea about the devastating, rock-solid logic he is about to uncover from the mind of his own child. He just thinks it's a kid playing with some trash. The boy looks up and answers, "We want to keep it to remember Grandpa." Now, at first glance, this sounds incredibly innocent, right? It sounds rooted in this very sweet, childlike nostalgia. The boy just misses his grandpa and wants a little keepsake to remember him by. Honestly, if the conversation ended right here, it would be this heartwarming, tear-jerking moment of a child's love. But then, and this is where things take a turn, the boy follows up with a rather strange request. He asks, "Dad, can you buy another one like it?" Naturally, this totally confuses the father. Why on earth would they need a second wooden bowl? What use is a second identical piece of junk? The father probes further to try and understand this bizarre request. He just asks a simple, one-word question. Why? And the boy delivers his perfectly logical yet absolutely heartbreaking reasoning. If you and Mom get old, I'll need one each for you. Wow. Just wow. The boy wasn't being malicious, he wasn't being cruel or sarcastic at all, he was simply being a very attentive student. He observed exactly how his parents treated a declining elderly family member, and he logically assumed, okay, this is just what you do. It's the rule of the house. When people get old and their hands shake, you give them a wooden bowl and you put them in the corner. He was literally just diligently preparing for the future his parents explicitly modeled for him. Section 6. Lessons Left Behind. Can you imagine this sinking feeling in that father's stomach? Upon hearing their son's meticulous plans, the veil was lifted in an instant. The parents immediately understood their terrible mistake. They realized that the lesson they taught their son was learned entirely too late to fix. The grave was closed. They could no longer seek the old man's forgiveness or pull him back to the main dining table. They were left to recognize a truly terrifying truth. Our deeds often follow us. The actions they thought were just about keeping the dining room floor clean were actually a masterclass in cruelty, actively watched, absorbed, and recorded by their son. So the wooden bowl is no longer just a shatterproof dish for a shaky old man, is it? It becomes this profound symbol of the consequences of our actions and the silent lessons we inadvertently teach. It's a real wake-up call about generational mimicry. Kids are like little tape recorders. They capture not just what we say to them, but exactly what we do to others. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. If your children treated you exactly as you treat the vulnerable today, what kind of bowl would you inherit? Really think about that. Reflect deeply on how your daily deeds, your quick frustrations, and your seemingly convenient solutions are being watched. Because right now, someone in your life might just be picking out the wood to carve your bowl.